just play it off like I'm casual. Hanging out. Just doing all the regular things I do on a couch. Welcome back. I'm Zingara. If this is your first time joining me, I'm absolutely excited to have you. If this is your second time, I'm really stoked to work with you. So today I'm doing something a little bit different. Instead of the normal on the yoga mat flow, I've decided to make the private sessions that I usually make for my independent clients, I'm going to make that for you guys here. This session specifically is for my madre. I have a couch set up because in my mom's house, the main space where she spends her time if she's not making new food in the kitchen is kind of on her couch, and she doesn't have a lot of space. So I know that tons of people out there, when they're scrolling on their phone and when they find something they're interested in doing, they're not necessarily set up to go and start something new. So I figured I'll make a nice easy flow for those of us where we are. Yoga is supposed to be something where you come as you are, so I'm going to meet you halfway. You're already there? Now let's make this happen. Come to a comfortable seated position. Instead of lounging where you're at, set your phone up somewhere where you can see or hear it. I want you to scoot to the edge of the mat, or not the edge of the mat, to the edge of the couch. And instead of having your feet flat on the floor, if you're one of those kinds of people, I want you to change your posture. Bring your feet to Indian style. And as I've said before, instead of the normal Indian style that we all grew up on, try bringing one ankle in front of the other, just in front of your groin. Arms can be on either knee. Allow the eyes to fall closed. Beginning by just becoming aware of your breath. There may be things going on around you, children playing, maybe construction, in addition to all the thoughts racing through your mind. I invite you to try and bring your focus to your breath. Relax the muscles around the eyes. Relax all the small muscles in the face, in the shoulders, as if there's warmth pouring over you from head to toe. As the warmth touches you, it relaxes that area of you. From shoulders running down the arms, relaxing the hands. On the inhale, draw the spine up slightly taller. On the exhale, sink the sit bones to a bit more of a natural position. These days, when we think of a straight spine, we actually create a small bend in the lower back as if you're arching your pelvis forward. For a lot of people, sitting with a straight spine is really uncomfortable at first. If you begin to feel a little bit of a tingling or burning sensation in your middle low back, don't be deterred. You're building muscle. Imagine someone's looking at you from directly above. Would they see only your head on top of your spine, on top of your shoulders, on top of your hips? Every inhale working to straighten the spine more. On the exhales, relaxing the hip flexors. Taking a moment just to be grateful for where you are right now. If it's not ideal, that's okay. You have a beautiful, capable, strong body. You are a sound mind. And you have a vibrant spirit. On the next exhale, keeping the spine straight, allow the chin to tip forward till it meets the chest. Interlace the hands behind the head and let the weight of the arms pull the back of the neck long. Continuing the deep breath. Allowing for decompression of the cervical spine. Noticing the shoulders lifting on the inhale. The chest falling away from your chin on the exhale. Exhale, hands to knees, rolling left ear towards left shoulder. Inhale, left hand to the right side of the head. And on the exhale, let the weight of the left arm pull the right side of the neck long. Keeping the eyes closed, check in with your body. You have this innate awareness of your spine. If it feels like your chest is leaning forward, chances are it is. Take the next inhale as an opportunity to rise up. And then on the exhale, melting back into the spinal lengthening. Exhale, releasing left hand to left knee. Chin rolls through center, down towards the chest. Inhaling right ear to right shoulder. Right hand comes just on top of the left ear. On the exhale, letting the weight of the right arm pull the left side of the neck long. If this is beginning to feel challenging in your spine, do your best to stick with it. You're building strength in all the parts of your body that modern furniture has allowed to weaken. Exhale, right hand to right knee. Chin rolls through center, down towards the chest. Inhaling left ear to left shoulder. Exhaling, chin down towards the chest. Inhaling right ear to right shoulder. As your lungs fill, allowing your head to tip back, making a complete circle. Exhaling, chin down towards chest. Slow, intentional movements at your own pace. Inhaling. As the head tips backwards, maybe the mouth opens just a little bit, parted lips. Exhaling, chin to chest. Pausing here, reversing directions. Inhaling as the head tips backwards. Exhaling, chin to chest. exploring the crunch, the fizz, all of the odd sensations that we deal with, that we make do with, that we don't often work into. If you've come to a place that needs or deserves more attention, this is your practice, stick with it. If you slept funny, it's all for you. Exhaling chin to chest one final time. Inhale. Lifting the head, shoulders rise up towards the ears. Exhale, shoulders pressing back, shoulder blades squeezing together, shoulder blades sliding down the back. Inhale. Shoulders come forward, up towards the ears. Exhale, shoulder blades back, together, down. Inhale. Pulling shoulders forward, up towards the ears, back, together, down. Inhale, shoulder blades together in the front, in, up towards the ears, as close as you can get them, slow motion, sliding them as slowly as you can down your back, and then forward, reversing directions. Now inhale, shoulders come together, up towards the ears, forward, arching the back. Inhale, opening the chest, shoulder blades pulling together behind the back, lifting them up towards the ears, forward, arching the back. Inhale, shoulder blades together behind the back, squeezing them in slow motion up towards your ears. Exhale as slowly as you can, bringing them forward. And as you bring your shoulders forward, wrap your arms around, give yourself a hug. See how closely you can get your arms behind your back. Maybe your elbows come just on top of each other or very close. Maybe you can get them almost the opposite sides of your body. Trying to put your hands on your scapulas, on your shoulder blades behind your back. And then twisting at the waist. Spine is still tall. Hugging yourself. If it feels comfortable, you can allow the head to rest on the arms. No need to carry weight in the head. Your neck does everything all day. Coming through center, releasing your arms to your knees, readjusting here if you've gotten a little bit uncomfortable. Bring your chest towards your right knee and gently press the left knee open. It will lengthen this inner hip part that might be very uncomfortable from sitting with erect posture for now. Inhale, bringing chest up through center. Sternum comes towards left knee. Relax the right hip flexor, pressing right knee out. The direction you're pressing is like this. In this direction, you're pressing the knee away from you. Only to the degree that you feel a sensation you're okay with right through here in the inner hip. Inhale, chest comes up through center. Now bring your right forearm to the couch just beside you. Bring your hand to the middle of your left thigh and press, straightening the arm. Pressing left thigh away, taking weight into the right forearm. Maybe you'll feel lengthening in your left side body. Inhale, bringing your weight up through center. Left forearm comes to the couch beside you. Right hand to the inside of right thigh. Straightening right arm, pressing the right thigh away. Lengthening the inside of the right hip, the area that we don't get much contact with. We sit, we stand, we walk, we drive. We don't pivot, we don't twist. Now you're going to get to twist. Inhale, rising up through center. Bring your hands gently, just cupping the knees. Inhale, shining the chest forward, shoulder blades pulling back, allowing the head to rise. Exhale, rounding the spine backwards, tucking chin or in towards chest. Inhale. Head leads the way, chest is second to follow. Shining chest forward and through. Exhale. Rounding the spine backwards. Drawing belly button in and up towards the rib cage. Inhale. Waking up the spine. Exhale. Rounding the back, bringing life back into movement. Inhale. Rising back up to center. Uncrossing the legs. Left foot is going to stay on the floor. Bring the right leg up. Take hold. You're going to interlace your hands like this, and then take hold of the pinky toe side of your left foot. And begin to tug it in towards the center. Your foot may be all the way out here. Try to work with a straight spine. You don't have to get your foot super high. Nothing crazy here. Just whatever feels good for you on the outside of your right thigh. So to whatever degree you're comfortable pulling it in towards, you should be feeling something out here and on that inside right thigh crease that we've been working on. Inhale, spine is straight. On every inhale, squeezing the right foot in ever so slightly more to the chest. Flexing right toes back towards right knee to protect the joints. Exhale, crossing right ankle on top of left knee. This is a posture we all know. Holding the bottom of your right foot with your left hand, pressing the right knee down. Continuing on with the deep breathing. Turning right foot flat on the couch. Bring the rib cage, take left hand around to the right side of the rib cage and bring your entire torso around to the left. So now you can hug the right knee in towards the chest. More like towards the right underarm or the right shoulder. So knee may be all the way out here. Wherever your knee is at, that's absolutely perfect. All we're working on here is having the spine tall, working into hip mobility. If you've got your knee to a comfortable spot, maybe experiment with rocking a tiny bit just until your back touches the back of the couch. It'll be a different sensation in the hip joint. Exhale, right foot to the mat. Inhale, bringing left foot up, winging the leg out, interlacing hands the same way around the pinky toe side of the left foot. Sitting up straight with the spine on the inhale. Bringing left foot in towards the chest to whatever degree is comfortable for you. Exhale, crossing left ankle over right knee. Right hand to the bottom of left foot. At this point, you may have noticed you've shifted a bit. Adjust the sit bones if you have. Sitting up tall, pressing left knee towards the ground. Left foot comes flat on the mat. Tug right knee in towards the chest, interlacing hands once more. Take hands to the bottom of the right foot. You're going to have to round the back for this. Try and lift the chest up straight again. If you can't, that's absolutely fine. Be where you are and be comfortable with it. On the next inhale, tipping the chest up until your foot just hovers off of the couch, and then lifting the toes. If this is where you are, that's absolutely fine. If you can, beginning to straighten the right leg. Continuing on, I'm going to change so you can see another option. So this is where we all start. Back is rounded, lifting the chest so the foot hovers. Beginning to press the foot into the hands, and then as the hamstrings wake up, straightening the leg. And if your leg never gets straight, that's absolutely fine. But no matter what, you're still working the right leg into the hip joint, and you're still opening up the hips, hamstrings. So continuing on as you've worked your leg straighter. Staying here with me. If it feels like too much, you don't have much longer, come back in with your breath. Ujjayi breath is a deep, audible, oceanic breath. Maybe you've heard it in yoga classes or on yoga videos. Sounds kind of like Darth Vader. If it helps you to make noises, whatever you need to focus your breathing, it's your practice. Exhale. Bringing right foot down, setting it gently on the floor, shifting weight, bringing left foot up, interlacing your hands, now the funny way. It should definitely feel different. So interlace your hands the way that you're not used to. I know my mom's doing this, she's ambidextrous. She might feel like neither way is funny. Maybe you're like her. Bring interlaced hands to the forefoot. Inhale, lifting the chest, hugging the knee in towards the left shoulder. On the exhale, pressing left leg just to halfway. We'll stay here for a moment. Getting comfortable with the posture. If your body will allow it, beginning to straighten the left leg. Exhale, releasing left foot down towards the mat. Shifting forward on the sit bones. In that position, we have the tendency to round the spine forward. So lifting yourself back up to the straight posture, straightening the right leg out in front of you, flexing the right leg completely. Toes are pointed up towards the ceiling. Foot is flexed all the way. None of this half flex, flex it all the way, as far as it goes. Right quadricep is firm, lifting right kneecap up. This may be enough for you. That's absolutely fine. If this is enough for you, stay right here. If your body can handle a little bit more challenge right now, see if you can lift it ever so slightly, just until you feel your chest lower. As soon as your chest lowers like this, no more. So just a few tiny, tiny lifts. Inhaling to tiny lift, exhaling, back parallel to the ground. Inhale, tiny lift, exhale, lowering all the way down. Good job. Shifting forward onto the sit bones. Notice the tendency in your body to round forward. It's comfortable, it's easy, it requires less muscle. As much as you can, straighten the spine, creating space in the lungs, space in the rib cage to use our breath. Inhale, straightening the left leg. Left toes pointed up towards the ceiling. Maybe you can flex them all the way back towards your face. Left quadricep is firm, lifting left kneecap up. As you breathe, feeling the shoulders rise, Your posture is so perfect right now. If the quivers haven't taken over yet, if your body will allow it, on the next inhale, lifting just until the spine begins to round. Exhale, back parallel. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, back to parallel. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, all the way down to the floor. And now, moving on to the toes. Fanning out your toes completely. I'm going to lift my toes. Your feet stay on the floor. Fanning out the toes completely, almost until everybody said we were crazy as kids. All the people who had monkey toes know what I'm talking about. But if you could thread your fingers in between your toes as a kid, if you had this much space in between your toes, we were weird. But turns out we need that space. We need that space in every tiny joint. So maybe you want to try it right now. Maybe you're not about it. Your feet are flat on the floor, fanning out your toes, creating space in between every toe. And notice, are your feet similar? Are there huge differences in between your toes? Are some toes really close together? Or maybe you tried to fan out your toes and they were just like, nope. Everybody's different. To whatever degree your toes have fanned out, keep all 4 of these toes up and then press your big toes down. Can you see that? So this is what you're going for. Big toe pressed into the ground. All the other toes lifted away from the ground. Reverse it. So all the other toes are pressing into the ground and only the big toe is lifted away, like a thumbs up, but with your toes. So this is what you're going for. Switch it one more time. Big toes down, every other toe lifted. Switch it, big toes up, all the other toes down. Good job. Maybe you need to flex all your toes. Curl them in, stretch them out, curl them in. Everybody should be right here. Lift your right leg up as far as it will go onto the couch. Lift your left leg up as far as it will go onto the couch. Shift yourself to get comfortable, lifting yourself back a little bit, lifting yourself up with your hands behind you so you can get your sit bones really comfortable. Beginning, toes flex up towards the ceiling. So it should strengthen the quadriceps, drawing kneecaps up. Beginning just by bringing rib cage towards knee. Exhaling over to the left. Inhaling up through center. Exhaling over to the right. Inhaling up through center. Exhaling to the left. Inhaling up through center. Now, we're going to tip forward. There's all this padding underneath of us, so you're not doing a crazy forward fold, but it may be very uncomfortable. If that's the case, do your very, very best. If you don't have enough space for this, come really far forward to the front of your couch and then stretch your feet out flat. So that way your toes are touching the floor,
chest,
and then you are just going to tip forward like this, like you're bringing your chest.
Find the position that works right for your body right now as you are, whether it be feet flat on the ground or feet raised up on the couch. Inhale, lifting the spine up tall, completing the inhale, and exhaling to fold forward, hinging at the hips. The movement is coming from the hips. Legs are engaged if they're on the couch, toes pointed up towards the ceiling. If the feet are on the floor, they remain grounded all the way through the big toe if you can. For every inhale, lifting the spine up from the hips as if you're doing a small spinal roll. Rolling the spine all the way up, pressing the chest forward, and on the exhale, finding just the tiniest bit more of a sinking motion. Inhaling, lifting the spine long. Exhaling, sinking closer to the ground. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, bringing the chest all the way up. Bringing your hands underneath of your knees. Gently put a bend, using your arms, put a bend into the knees. And use your arms to help walk your feet closer together in front of you. Inhale to lift the chest, sit up tall. If you really like to sit Indian style or cross your legs or whatever's comfortable for you, now's the time that you come back to that comfortable position that you know and love when you're lounging on the couch. Go ahead, get yourself situated. Now come back to connecting with the breath. Inhale, lifting the chest. Observing the breath. After having made a mind-body connection for just a short practice, just a little bit of movement, lubricating the joints ever so slightly, observe if you feel any different in your body. Taking the opportunity to relish in the deep, lung expanding inhales and the complete exhales. Taking the last little bits of what you need from this practice and exhaling out all those things you don't need, the negative self-talk, anything hurtful that has happened to you, anything that isn't serving you, anything you saw online that didn't make you feel good about yourself. You breathe that out. Bring your hands to prayer in front of your chest. Raising prayer hands to third eye and bowing. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me, guys. So as I said at the beginning, I made this flow for my mom. So, Madre, thank you for doing the flow with me. I want you to know that even though I'm all the way over here, I still think of you all the time. I still tell people how magnificent you are. And I made this solely because I want you to feel the love that you would feel if I were right there with you. Know that I believe you are strong, capable, incredible, independent. And I appreciate all that you've done for me. I love you, Madre. And if you're not my mom out there and you're watching this, know that I love you too. If you haven't heard anybody say that, if you haven't felt truly seen, if you didn't feel like the person looking you in the eyes or maybe avoiding your eye contact and telling you that they love you meant it, no, truly, from the quiver in my voice and from the bottom of my heart, that I love you. Know that there are people out there that you are valuable to. As Winnie the Pooh said, always remember, you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and loved more than you know. Inhale in all that love. Wrap your arms around yourself. Hug yourself. I mean, you don't have to, but I really like to. Again, I'm Kay Zingara. I super appreciate you practicing with me. I'd love a thumbs up. Comment below how you felt about this, if it was super fun to wiggle around on the couch. Click to subscribe if this is your jam, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, and then the last little blurb. The video got cut off at the end because I'm not the best at video editing, but I got nothing.
I am humble, I am holy, creative culture shift unfolding. I believe that we will receive that through song, beloved sound, and art we are holding. And I know sometimes it's hard, but baby, don't stop moving towards that fire. I know too long. We are mighty warriors.
I'm trying to do funny things because you know how people always have like the funny stuff right at the beginning.
Please put the clip of you saying, I'm trying to do funny things. Tell the world, I want to be funny for you.
Sing along tonight. I wanna ask you for your lyrical touch, my newfound melody. I said, thank you very much. Thank you very much.